Hi, I'm Dr. Jerry, and I focus on how endocrine disrupting chemicals can disrupt your health. Did you know that we're all exposed to micro nanoparticles in all of our tissues, and they're also causing harm? Now, this is an emerging field, so there's not a lot of strong data presently indicating harm. But let me go through a couple of key studies. In 2025, there was a really interesting study in Italy. 257 patients had their plaque removed from their arteries, and 58% had polyethylene plastic particles in their plaques. And those with those plaques had increased heart problems later in life. There's a review of 54 studies that showed that micronanoplastics can increase liver cancer. And a 2025 study in Nature Medicine showed that 3 to 5 times greater accumulation of micronanoplastics in the brains of patients who had documented dementia disease compared to controls. And there's also been a very recent review of over 100 studies that said that micronanoplastics may really be fueling the rise in Parkinson's disease. Now, we know that developmental exposure might be the most sensitive time. However, there are no good birth cohort studies in humans with developmental exposures. But in some animal studies do indicate that developmental exposures can cause problems later in life in the brain, immunodeficiency, reproductive, and weight gain. So, where are we? The data shows strong exposure data, and the link between nanoparticles is plausible, and the data that we have is very concerning, but there is as yet no definitive data linking a human study to the exposure to micronanoplastics. We're still awaiting that data. Nonetheless, I suggest we try to reduce our exposure to these particles as soon as we can, and catch me next time to find out more.